The staff at Caring Hearts Nursing Home recently identified that COVID-19 booster rates reported by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services were unexpectedly low among residents. They used a root cause analysis to determine that the data had not been properly submitted because the new infection control nurse had not received training on how to do so.
We'll use QAPI's Plan, Do, Study, Act method to take corrective action.
Step 1 of PDSA is to plan. You do this by asking, what exactly are we going to do?
Let's make a plan. What are we going to do to ensure that we're correctly reporting booster data at Caring Hearts?
Let's plan to have the infection control nurse complete the CDC modules on vaccination administration. Since I'm in charge of staff development, I will implement this plan.
We should also plan to make time available for her to dedicate herself to do the modules. I'll make sure we're staffed to cover her shift during her training.
We should also plan to make sure she's using the appropriate website.
And we should determine a backup person to complete the education as well, in the event of an unexpected absence. Let's have the Assistant Director of Nursing take the training too, and make time for him to train as well.
Sounds like a plan.
Step 2 of PDSA is do. Establish a time and how you will implement the plan, and then do it.
Sorry I was reporting the booster data wrong. I thought I was doing it correctly.
It's okay. We're going to make sure all nurses reporting data get the training they need going forward. We've covered your shift this morning, so you'll have time to complete the education modules. Here's the website you'll be using.
Who will report the booster data on days when I'm off or can't come to work?
The Assistant Director of Nursing will cover for you. He'll be taking the training this afternoon. I've reviewed your data now that you're done with the modules. It looks like you have a solid grasp on entering the NHSN data now. Do you have any questions?
No, I think I have a handle on it now.
Step 3 of PDSA is study. Analyze the results to see if the correction fixed the problem.
It's been a month since our last meeting. Let's study the results. Did our plan work?
I studied the upcoming week's data entry. It reflects the facility maintained the data exactly. So do the subsequent 3 weeks.
That's great. Since our study shows our planning and doing were effective, the last step is to act.
The final step in PDSA is to act. Decide what changes your facility is going to make going forward based on your findings.
Let's make some new standard procedures to ensure we report the correct booster data going forward. Any suggestions?
We should add the NHSN education to the onboarding process for appropriate staff members. At a minimum, the infection control nurses and assistant directors of nursing should be trained.
And we should develop official pre- and post-training tests to ensure competency.
We should monitor booster data weekly for the next 8 weeks to ensure continued compliance. After that, we can move to quarterly review during QAPI infection control reporting.
We'll act accordingly. Thank you, everyone, for helping assure quality and improve performance at Caring Hearts.
Let's review some of the tools we've learned. QAPI stands for Quality Assurance and Performance Improvement. It's an ongoing process to maintain and improve safety and quality in nursing homes. When you identify a problem that threatens quality or safety, start by brainstorming with your team. To brainstorm, select a leader and a recorder. Define the problem or idea. Set up rules for the session. Start the brainstorming session. And use the final list to start a flowchart process. When you've got your final list, pick an item and conduct a root cause analysis, or RCA. One way to conduct an RCA is the 5 whys technique. Start by defining the problem and be specific. Then, ask, why does this occur? Continue this process asking why until you've uncovered the root cause of the problem. Remember, you don't have to ask why 5 times, just until you get to the root of the cause. When you think you've uncovered the root cause, address the problem with PDSA: plan, do, study, and act. Start by planning. Ask, what exactly are we going to do? Next, establish a time and how you will implement the plan, and then do it. Analyze the results to see if the correction fixed the problem. Finally, decide what changes your facility is going to make going forward based on your findings. Then act on those changes. Now you understand the steps associated with the QAPI process. If you would like to review each step in detail again, we encourage you to go back and watch Part 1 in this series focused on brainstorming, Part 2 in this series focused on root cause analysis, or review this video again, Part 3 in this series focused on plan, do, study, act. We hope this series has helped you understand how you can better implement the QAPI process at your facility.